You are welcome to yet another episode of LFN What's Your Say? The #1 listening show where we discuss real issues with real people like you. We are still featuring R. Kelly. Real name Robert Sylvester Kelly. Also known as the R&B King. We have all been wondering what VLAD was up to, taking a very important interview with R. Kelly, and returning to social media only to tell the world how he will not be publishing it. This awakened the usual concern many people have been having about him that suggests he could be a federal informant, and an agent of conflict among the Black American community. During his interview when he was recently hosted by famous vlogger Math HOFFA, VLAD let the cat out the box, telling viewers he actually did a 15-minute interview with the R&B King in a phone call from prison, but for his personal reasons was not planning on airing it. According to VLAD, he had hoped R. Kelly would speak on his music and remind the world on how he rose to fame, but not talk about his current legal ordeals and who could be behind it. Whoever listened to VLAD talk was left wondering how he would have expected R. Kelly to be more concerned about his music and his rise to fame, and ignore what he is currently going through. It gets us to think that VLAD likely had his other reasons for his refusal to publish this interview, but could not share the real truth about the matter for reasons best known to him. For a man who was already suspected to be an agent of conflict among Black people, moreover with a history of threatening vlogger Tasha K, he would sue her if she didn't take down her video in which she stated he is a federal informant, it becomes even more suspicious to be taking interviews with someone like R. Kelly that he won't publish. If what Tasha K had said about him wasn't true, why was it so important for him that the video be taken down? It was only after the video was unpublished that he returned to his normal self, making many think that perhaps it was true what Tasha K said. In a new interview with R. Kelly's ex-cellmate Ronnie Bo, he gives his version of the truth when it comes to VLAD's decision not to publish his interview with R. Kelly. According to Ronnie Bo, the main reason VLAD decided to take an interview with R. Kelly was to confirm whether Ronnie was being truthful about the discussions he said he had with R. Kelly in prison, and hoped to create a rift between him and R. Kelly.
My people was trying to set up an interview with me and VLAD prior to that. And VLAD was aware of my interviews on these other platforms. So instead of him reaching out to me directly, he decided to go reach out to R. Kelly directly.
Ronnie Bo suggests that VLAD was hoping to find that he had been lying about everything he says R. Kelly told him while in prison, especially when he spoke about Jay-Z as the financier of the surviving R. Kelly documentary. However, VLAD was shocked to learn that Ronnie Bo's statements about this was true, and for this reason, considering that Jay-Z is the one to blame for funding the production of the surviving R. Kelly documentary, VLAD did not have the balls to publish this video. Many have reacted to Ronnie Bo's comments on the R. Kelly situation and have referred to him as a social climber only seeking to get famous off R. Kelly's name. But the thought that he could have achieved the same bashing him makes many choose to lend him an ear. Plus, he seems to be for the R&B King and has made public quite an amount of important information the world would never have believed coming from another person, so thanks to him. This talk about VLAD's unreleased interview however presents Ronnie Bo as the new point of focus, which for many is still hard to believe. How could VLAD be interested in creating bad vibes between Ronnie Bo and R. Kelly to a point of seeking an interview with him? How can VLAD be that petty to think he needs to create a rift between the two former prison inmates? Is this how low he is willing to go in his secret agenda to divide Black successful people and watch them fight each other while he stands aside and looks flawed? Ronnie Bo continues to accuse VLAD throughout this interview as he states that his job is to keep Blacks in conflict, giving an example of how he managed to turn Boosie and T.I. against each other, yet the two were renowned for being good buddies before. In this same interview, Ronnie Bo made it clear that R. Kelly believes Jay-Z funded the documentary to take him down as revenge for the disagreements from their Best of Both Worlds joint tour that saw R. Kelly pepper sprayed and suing Jay for $75 million. Another bombshell Ronnie Bo dropped was when he said Barry Hankerson received $90 million when Aaliyah died. I wouldn't blame anyone who blamed her death on him, for it looks like it's only him that had so much to gain from her passing, and that he could have indeed planned for her association with R. Kelly as a publicity stance to make her even more popular and with a higher social value he could later exploit. We will have a special episode to cover this Aaliyah story another day. Please subscribe to this channel so you do not miss out on this. According to Mary J. I am not a fan of Ronnie Bo, but considering what I know about VLAD and what he stands for, it can get dangerous for anyone who supports R. Kelly. The rumor that the famous YouTube vlogger who commands an audience of over 5 million subscribers works with the feds to destabilize African American communities is too widespread to be a lie. The zeal with which he responds to these claims makes him look even more guilty than he may actually be. Him being after Ronnie Bo is, however, quite far-fetched. I wish I could listen to the full interview to ascertain the truth of what he was indeed trying to achieve. According to Juanita, it's difficult to understand why our stars will rush to take VLAD interviews, knowing well that he is not for their success but is only interested in creating entanglements between them. It's no doubt by taking an interview with the R&B king and deliberately refusing to publish it, VLAD is doing him a disservice. Why he would do this has in fact been the unanswered question by many, but I do not find Ronnie Bo's theory conclusive enough. I guess he is only trying to justify his relevance, something with which I have no problem at all. R. Kelly has had to deal with very many people who pretended to be for him, yet they were willing to exchange him for monetary gain and fame. Whoever convinced him to take an interview with VLAD surely did him a disservice. He could have used those precious 15 minutes a lot more profitably than waste them talking to someone who would later speak about the interview like it was never important to him in the first place. According to Harold Phillips, to an extent, I agree with Ronnie Bo's opinion of who VLAD is. I think this guy is seriously racist to black men and women who go on his TV show. I used to follow him at one time till I saw how racist he is against black people in the entertainment business and to the general black community. It's seriously wrong how these people will use R. Kelly even when he is in jail. I hope R. Kelly sues them all when he is finally out. According to Hollywood, it baffles me how VLAD is known for finding out things about artists they haven't told anyone else, yet when it came to the R. Kelly's case he didn't want to take this route. He claims he had hoped to hear about his music and how he rose to fame, areas everyone already knows. Indeed, he is probably afraid of Jay-Z just in case R. Kelly even spoke about him. I want to believe VLAD had watched some previous phone interviews with R. Kelly speaking from prison to know exactly what he would want to speak on. I also expected VLAD, as professional as he should be, to have prepared prior and take charge of the interview. Not to record it and later express regrets he didn't get exactly what he wanted. If you wish to take part in a live interview discussing any of these topics, let us know by sending an email to sashalfnmedia@gmail.com for scheduling. Thank you for watching today's video, a production of LFN Media, giving you another perspective of issues at hand. We make it our business to keep you updated with the truth amidst the cloud of lies the media wants you to believe. It is therefore important to subscribe to this channel, hit the bell icon and allow all notifications so that you don't miss out whenever we publish a new video.